Hoy vamos a hablar de la ciruela fermentada y sus beneficios, y para eso he entrevistado a Olga, la representante de Este aquí en España. Hablamos sobre la fermentación, quién puede tomar esa ciruela y quién no debería tomar la ciruela. La entrevista está en inglés. Si la quieres ver en español, pues ponete los subtítulos. Hay una opción aquí abajo. Espero que te guste el vídeo.
Nowadays we say that it's the beauty from inside, but it's not only about the beauty. It's like that. It's a wellness product, I would say, that makes your life different quality.
Yeah. I'm so happy to have you here, Olga, today. You're the area management from Share in Spain, and I'm really happy and very excited to ask you a few questions about this fermented plum we're having. And I have really nice patients, happy patients who are taking this plum for like months now. So I'm really excited to ask you a couple of questions about it and what are the health benefits from this plum. So welcome to the clinic, welcome to our channel today. And yeah, my personal story, a little bit how I came to this plum is basically from my mom. She was one who was discovering it and said that she felt so much better after taking it. And I'm taking it myself now for pretty much a year. And not just me, it's now friends and patients who are recommending it. I just hear so many good things and benefits about it. So tell me a little bit, what is actually this fermented plum we're talking about?
First of all, this is my pleasure to be in your clinic. Thank you so much. You're one of the first clinics who started working with shea product in Spain. And I can tell you also about my story, my personal story. So one lady in business club introduced me this product, and she said that it's better to try. She didn't want to tell me anything because the most important is the effect that we can experience ourselves. And then she offered me to work with the product together as a partner. And I said, yeah, but give me 1 month because I want to do it myself and I want all my friends and beloved ones to try the product, and then I can get the response and then make the final decision, because it's very important what we do in our lives, right? And then after the month, I saw that personally me, I lost around 4 kilos maybe. Of course, it was like extra water and some weight management. And all of my friends, they told that they feel better. They describe me different symptoms. Some said that we are not using deodorants, for example. The others said that I felt better because there were no blocks and we can just feel lighter inside. The others said that they have more energy. That's really interesting how differently our product works with the body, and we need to experience it. But all what I've heard, it just showed me that the product is really worth being taken on the regular basis. And that's why we are here.
So what does fermented mean when we talk about this fermented Japanese apricot, which is another name for this plum, right? What does it actually mean? What does fermented mean? How did I do this?
Yeah, some people, they mix up, they said to get ready, to or other words. Fermented means that we take the fruit, fresh fruit. It's very important that they should be not rotten, totally ready for fermentation process. And they are picked in the south of Japan and very, very thoroughly with, it's all handmade, right? First. And we also say that it's made by nature. It's made by universal product because we do small things. High technology, because it's the Swiss product, the factories in Switzerland. But we provide with their environment where non-oxygen fermentation happens in the mother juice. It's kind of a yogurt principle where we always have millions and millions of probacteria that are inside. So we put fruit in the barrels. They are there for 30 months, very long process of fermentation that makes them very intense in terms of working inside our bodies later. And then in 30 months we take them off and put another portion, and then again in 30 months the next portion. And that's been happening for many ages already, because it's the old Asian recipe that was brought to Europe. And it was the Tang dynasty who were really glad to eat the product. So it's a product of noble people, I would say.
Yeah.
And then later on everybody can do that.
Yeah. Is there how many times do you have to take this plum actually to feel a difference? Or because it's a question I get asked all the time, should I take it for 3 days, for a week, for a month, for a year? So what would...
Everybody decides. I would say that it's like a long life product to me. Sometimes people decide to do like courses, a couple of months in the autumn time, a couple of months in the springtime. And in between, it's really good to eat maybe 2-3 times a week to speed up the metabolism, because it's among the other like benefits from the product, it's a great anti-age product also, because it speeds up the metabolism and it makes everything works like the Swiss clock. And that's why if you do it twice or 3 times a week, it helps you to bring up the metabolism for the later on. It's very important to take our fermented fruit with 2 glasses of warm closer to hot water, because it makes it work better inside our intestine. So you describe one benefit that you go to the toilet easier. Yeah. But we have many more benefits from our fermented food, because it helps also to manage weight. It helps to bring the metabolism on their proper level. It's a great skin healthcare product, because it's beauty from inside again. And it also helps to work with to balance the microbiome inside the gut, and that leads to many important things in terms of energy, how do we feel inside, and that helps us to feel different.
And if, well, our guts, they also say it's a second brain, no? So if we have a good function, our gut, if it's healthy, if it's working correctly, then also it's the way we feel emotionally. If we feel moody, if we feel tired, but if we have a gut which is actually working like it should, like a well-oiled machine, then I'm going to feel better immediately, no? As well.
Exactly. This is our second brain. That's why sometimes when we feel sad or we want to eat some junk food, it's actually not us who want it. It's just bad bacteria or parasites or anything that is not right working inside our gut asks us to do this bad things. That's why when we restore the microbiome with the help of shea fermented fruit, we can be ourselves actually. So nobody is telling us what to do, what to eat, what to feel, but we are who we are.
Is there anyone who shouldn't take the plum, for example? What about pregnancy? What about kids, for example? Is there anyone who shouldn't take the plum?
It's not a medicine. It's highly intense fermented fruit, which is food, actually, with all the certificates. But I would say if the woman is pregnant and hasn't been taken it before, then maybe it's better after. If women take our fruit before and then they get pregnant, no problem, they can continue because the body is used to the product. With kids, you can do it on their different, in different ages. Sometimes you can just dissolve the fruit in the water, put in the warm water, and then it's easier with the kids. So like
should be hot water or
warm water.
Warm water,
Warm
not hot water.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay.
And it's also a very interesting story when I heard from the customer that the man gave to his wife, and they had the small baby 3 months when the baby started having some problems, colics and everything. They started crying, not sleeping every night, and they gave them some medicine against this. And then the mom started eating our Shea Original, and they found out that they don't need it anymore. So with the milk, with breastfeeding, the baby got their good bacteria, and the microbiome of the baby also was affected.
Oh, amazing, amazing, nice.
So it works with any ages.
And what about people who take medicine, for example, if they take the anti-baby pill or let's say any other kind of medicine, could that be a contraindication taken, for example, the plum? Because people might think it's going to wash out the effect, or the effect of the baby pill could lower it down, for example, or decrease.
Of course, we consulted the doctors because it's a very important question. Many people eat different pills with heart problems or even HIV disease or whatever, and as you said, the pills. It's very important to make the 6-hour break in between our fruit and the medicine, and then it works totally.
So how should I take it then if I actually travel a lot and not always have access to a toilet? Is there like a little tip you can give that person?
Yeah, it's nice if you start when you don't have the flight next day.
That's what I said as well. Be at home and just feel first how...
And it's nice to be prepared that the first couple of days will be a bit different than the next days of the course. Because they are more intense. You get rid of everything that was there stored for a long time. I usually say it's a kind of a cleaning of the house. If you never cleaned there before and you haven't just spent hours and hours of cleaning and polishing and everything, you come into the apartment and you see that you cannot even enter the apartment and you need to do some really tough things to start. But then later it comes smoother. That's why first days is better not with the meetings, airplanes or whatever. But later on you just experiment with your body and you know exactly how many hours you need to experience the effect. That's why you can calculate and eat maybe not in the nighttime, but in the morning time or in between, just to adjust your timetable to their journey.
And I do recommend sometimes, I normally take half of it, but if someone's a bit more sensible with his gut, then maybe a quarter, just to first start.
Quarter is possible for kids, maybe quarter. But on the other side, we can make it less smaller, but we can also make it like bigger quantity. We can eat in bigger quantities. Sometimes people are interested in weight management. Then we can start with pomelazzini. Like people can eat even 2 after when they start. I did. And also, if people feel that they are a bit ill or the flu is coming or whatever, it's very important. First 24 hours cleanse the blood, and then all the symptoms later will be easier, smoother. That's why if there's such a feeling that the person is not unwell, then you can eat also 2 or 3 even. And then it will be like a huge cleansing, but it leads to less huge symptoms.
Okay. So it can be in the beginning maybe a tiny bit uncomfortable, not for all of them, but sometimes, no. And then little by little, once you said, it's everything comes out and gets washed out and clean, then it gets better and better, and your body really gets adapted to it.
Right. Sometimes with the hotline, we have some calls. You can imagine, I feel bad, what is happening, and so on. And we say, you must be happy that you feel something.
That's it.
Whereas if you don't feel anything, that's the real problem.
And what is the benefit compared to, let's say, other fermented products? Or supplements, when they say, no, I'm eating healthy, I have supplements, don't need it. So why do we say, hey, this is really working? This is even better.
I can hear 2 questions. No. I will answer with pleasure because first, it's important that people say, when I eat healthy food and I eat supplements and I don't need this, we usually say, wait, but first of all, you need to have clean cologne, and then everything will be absorbed. Are you sure that you're clean inside? That eating healthy food, not always, because we live in big cities, we breathe with not fresh air. We eat not always bio and organic food, and then when we cleanse, we say, please stop for a while with your supplements. First clean. And then you can eat it and they will be absorbed much better. Also, they fresh food and some supplements, they don't always stop the growth of fungi in our intestine, and we cannot get rid of them, but we can stop them, making them a bit sleepy, because when they are in the active phase, they have their 2 small horns that penetrate our colon, and it makes them the leaky gut symptom, and that makes the leaky gut symptom when all toxins and food particles and things go into the blood, and they are just everywhere in the body later on. That's why it's important to restore the microbiome, which fermented food is totally perfect for. And of course, that's why it's not some kind of a new thing. Many cultures, they have already fermented food. Asian cultures, European cultures, Eastern European cultures, even when we travel to the UAE, where we also sell the product, people say, we have fermented food, we don't need to eat yours. And then the thing is that the fermented food from the culture, they are not foods, they are not fermented for a long period of time, not for 30 months maybe, smaller. That's why when we talk about one sachet, there are around 15 kilos of sauerkraut, maybe, in terms of intensity of microbiome. And that means that we technically cannot eat this number of food during the day to have the same amount of proper bacteria inside our intestine. That's why shea fermented fruit, they are technically food, but in reality it's more to the medicine, and it's a bit different, but you need to try it to understand.
For those ones who haven't tried it, how does it taste? Because that's what I get asked as well. Is it going to taste funny, or how is it going to taste?
We say that in Spanish, no, para disfrutar de sabor, me para disfrutar del efecto. Not to enjoy the taste, but to enjoy the effect. Plum is sweet. Pomelo is a bit bitter because of the essential oils, but it's also really nice to feel how's it tingling on our tongue. And pomelo is my favorite. And I would say that it's also important how people feel the taste, because the same product can be tested by different people, and they will tell you 5 different tastes. Some will tell that it's sour, the other very sweet, the third just throw it away, they cannot eat. The others say, I will buy 5 more packages because I just like the taste, and I will eat it with my tea.
Sweet
Yeah, totally different reactions of
Yeah, it's
people.
true. Yeah.
And that means that we are all individuals, and that means that our bodies are in all different conditions. And we always provide our customers even with the list that we can offer our our listeners, because it's important that when people experience this taste, that means that maybe they need to take care of um, their liver. If they experience that taste, that means different. So it's also the traditional Chinese medicine.
One question I have is as well, what is a code? Because the plum is coated by herbs, and that's another question I get asked. What is it? What are the herbs around it? So
it's 1% of the whole product that we have the coating with mulberry powder, with carrot extract, with herbs that help us to digest it better. But it's only the 1%. So it's coated after when it's fermented in the mother juice.
Like that. They look a little bit funny when you first see them because they're very dark, but I think it's the taste is good. The taste is actually a problem. And then you leave in the fridge the part you're not eating it. No, you're not eating it, and then the rest.
They look black because of the 2.5 years of fermentation, and that's why it becomes this color. And of course, it's important when they are closed, the sachet is closed, you can keep it in any temperature everywhere, but when it's opened, to keep the ferment, you need to put it in the fridge until the next evening.
So where can you get this? How can you get the Share product? So of course we have it in the clinic, but it's in Spain, so you can definitely get it in Spain, in Germany, in Austria.
We've been working with more than 40 countries already, and including the UK, USA, the United Arab Emirates, almost all European countries. But it's always easier when you have the person like you have in clinic. So you offer your clients, but you always can consult them, and you can just maybe adjust the number of fruit, and you can consult with the symptoms and everything. That's why we don't naturally sell it on the market or in or whatever, because for us it's a special product, and we want always to be the person who can tell about the product and who can just support while people start eating the product. And sometimes we do say that this product is not for everybody. So when we start cleansing the gut, we have clearer vision of all our lives and what is happening. And not all people are ready for this. So you need to get rid of your bias, of your fears, of all the other sins. And some people are comfortable with their bias, comfortable with their everything that they have inside their intestine, and they don't want to get rid of this. So if, for example, you eat, but any of your friends doesn't want to, it's normal, it's okay. We say it's your choice.
Share. So share means we're sharing.
We are sharing. That is good for us. But we are always sharing with everybody around the world. But we also admit that people need to have their own goodwill to be healthy, to be wealthy, to be happy, and to have better quality of life.
So I would say it's just another tool to get better health, to feel better, have better well-being. Like we always say, no, it's a mental health, a physical health, but it's also how you feel from the inside. So
it's all connected.
No, it's all connected. And if you want to try this plum, we have in the description box below the link for it, and also we're offering a 5% discount. So just put in the code, which we're going to put down, and then you have a discount by ordering this Share plum. Any other questions you have for Olga, for us, we are more than happy to answer those questions. Just leave the comment in the box below. thank you for being here today, Olga. It was very, very nice, very interesting. Can highly recommend it. And yeah, any questions we have, we're going to forward them to you as well then. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you. Thank you for following the clinic that we are together here with. And just any questions that you have, you can just send directly to Denise. And she will consult the headquarters in Switzerland and get the quickest answer and deliver you all the information that you need.
Great. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.